I'll tell this story more in a bit, but we're ready to go now. We're just going to the bathroom real quick. This does mean, unfortunately, we've missed the first couple of matches. Hey, what's up, dude? How you doing? You want to do anything, or are you still? What's this? Your staff? Oh, it's a tripod.
Yeah.
I'm like Gandalf the Great here.
Yeah. I have to go get a battery for my room again.
You staying close or what?
It's 8-minute walk, but it's past a homeless shelter.
Plus the heat.
Yeah, actually, I don't mind the heat.
I can't. Of course you don't. I can't stand, dude. I'm like 3 minutes from here and I'm dying to walk into the venue. You want to join in for a bit, or you want to go to your room, or what do you want to do?
I'll join in for a bit.
Sure. Okay. Cool.
Are you guys like now?
About to. So second round already started. So I'm just gotta find what games are available. Actually, I'm just gonna. Where's this? Man, MMA and MC fucked with my mouse settings. I don't know what they did. Don't tell me what to do on my channel. This isn't a WCS channel. This is Base Trade fucking TV. Sorry. Hi, guys. Sort of defaults, I guess. Whoa, that's way too loose. Anyways, hey, Zombie Grub. How's it going?
Hi. It's been a roller coaster.
Yeah?
It's all right.
You've been doing interviews and stuff, right?
Yeah, I have. Learning a lot about what I should have brought and expected, so.
Like batteries?
Well, see, I had a battery, and then I did 2 interviews, and they were each like 30 minutes.
And then the battery died.
So that was pretty much all the battery. So I was like, I'll just go to Best Buy, pick up a battery, pick up a cable, pick up an SD card, and then that's probably it. And I did that, but then I like put the battery in, and it says like full battery, but I guess it was still kind of like computing. I don't know, because I turned it on here after walking from my hotel, and it's like low battery. It's like, God, fuck.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus.
That is a pain.
It's really annoying.
You missed MC and MMA, actually. Did you hear what they were doing?
No.
They were playing on my account and coaching each other in their off race.
Oh.
But by coaching, I mean more like just yelling.
Yelling at each other?
Yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm asking for invites from players. I don't know what matches are readily available. Wardy and I got really lost coming back. Did you get your Twitch stuff, by the way?
No.
No. Okay, so that's part of the problem. You're not allowed in the Twitch area, but you have to go to the Twitch area to get your Twitch stuff.
Oh, that's really weird. Wait, what's Twitch stuff?
Like if you haven't signed up for the party and stuff or whatever.
Oh.
So it's a thing, but yeah, Harstem probe, invite please. I got my super privacy settings on. I gotta add them. But yeah, okay. So this is game 2, I guess. It's the preliminary match as they just started round 2. I was actually surprised. The round of 80 had a lot of players, like calling stand-ins, diamond leaguers, people you wouldn't expect to get through. But we still had a couple of really good groups, and we lucked out because we had Mana versus Optimism to Mana versus Damshar, and it was like a really good series for both sets.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that was a pretty stacked group, so it was a good one to catch for sure.
Yeah, luckily these groups are a lot more stacked, though. Like, these are all the really good players who made it through the first round. I actually have to find Cyan here. We owe Cyan $10 from VTSL, and I have not been for the life of me able to get a hold of him through his Chinese contacts to like get a PayPal or something. I'll try relogging. Cool.
You can't change your privacy settings?
I can, I guess, but it's like the second I do, people on Steam are being stupid.
Oh.
So it's like really good times. Really
Cool.
good times.
Cool. Cool.
Right?
Cool.
I guess I can just disable it for now, though. Actually, I don't even remember. It's been so long since I've had to turn it
Social.
on.
Privacy.
All right. Try again. All right. Let's see if sound's working too. You can hear the clicking, right? Yes, no? Hello?
What?
You can hear the sounds? The game
Yes,
sounds?
yeah, I can.
Okay, cool. All right.
The light, the tripod's blocking the light. Is the light really important?
No. Oh my God. I've had to actually.
Why?
I've been sitting like this all day to block it because, like, look how bad that is. Look at it on the camera. Like, look how bad that is when I move my head versus like when it's there.
I was gonna say that doesn't seem like lighting that is meant for you. So why would it matter?
I tried telling them to turn it off. They wouldn't. So.
Oh, I guess that's what they're trying to suggest, that I block it with a tripod. I don't know if that would work, guys.
probably wouldn't.
Maybe if they literally put it right in front of the light, but they probably wouldn't like
Well,
that.
the thing is, it's like a giant LED. It's not like one light bulb, right? Or one little thing. But, okay, it's Harstem up 1-0. All right, cool. Oh, yeah, I can take that off. And we don't need caster cam anymore. Boom.
They don't find us amusing to watch?
We can put it on if you want. It's just everyone wanted to see MC's face. Yeah, oh, yeah, so that's the other thing. I sit down, I finish setting up, I'm ready to solo cast, and MC just pops down next to me. I'm like, what's up? And he just picks up the headset. I'm like, okay, you want to cast? He's like, sure.
Good deal.
I was like, not a bad time. It was pretty fun. But now I get to use proper English again because like I felt really bad. I'm using like slowed down English a bit so he can understand me more easily, which is making it sound like maybe I'm being a little racist, but I'm just trying to be like accommodating. But I'm glad you're here because I can speak normally. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, he's come all the way from Australia here at game number 2. We did not cast game 1. He's down 0-1 at the moment. It's Probe.
In the top right has the blue Protoss. He is Harstem.
Harstem's so good at PvP. We've had the pleasure of casting him so many times, so many different events, all the way back to Civil War where it was only PvP to like more recent BTSLs. I love seeing this guy play PvP. I'm not at all shocked that it's a 1-0 in the favor of Harstem.
Yeah, plus, I mean, Probe's really had it tough. I feel like he's been kind of like the golden child of Australia for a little while. Like maybe Igus at one point was, then he stopped playing a little bit, and then he swapped the races. But then, like, all eyes kind of went to Probe at one point, and he wasn't really able to fulfill his destiny, I suppose. And that's still kind of hold true. I mean, he didn't actually make it through the challenger of this, right? He had to, he went with the rest of the Australian guys.
Yeah, there's actually like a ton of people on the wait list for this. There's so much drama around it too. Some people got bumped, like nice username. Yeah. And then on top of it, you had people like Snoot who almost got disqualified. I don't know if you know the story about Snoot. He got delayed in Washington by 15 hours.
Yes.
He got here with 2 minutes to go on his DQ.
Dang.
Like, you could tell he was stressed, but he won his group, so he's maybe a little more comfortable now, I would hope. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think Annie was like paying attention to Twitter, and she mentioned that, and I was like, oh, I live like 10 minutes away from the airport that he's probably at. Because he wasn't in Washington State, it was in Washington, D.C. I'm almost positive of that, even though he didn't specify, and that's his bad. I don't think he wanted to meet my mom, though. So that's fine.
You never know. He's a nice boy.
I mean, my mom is really fun, all right?
Does your mom not like people from Norwegia?
Norwegia?
Norwegia.
She probably would call it Norwegia.
By the way, this took me all day to set up. I'm glad I finally figured out we have Twitch chat. It's been missing for the first 5 hours of the broadcast.
Oh, it's a new development?
Yeah, it's my laptop turned sideways.
Good deal.
10 out of 10. But guys, I'm assuming everything sounds okay with myself and Zombie up. The game sounds are a little bit high in my ear. I'm gonna actually turn it down a little bit.
Oh yeah, they're high, but I didn't want to mess things up. I don't know.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, here's the problem. I don't know if that turned it down on stream or if that turned it down in our ears. I believe that turned it down in our ears, but let me know if the game sounds are like way too quiet now, fam. Because I am done playing fiddle-dee-dee with this setup today.
You're only streaming for today, aren't you? Like.
Yeah, tomorrow they're doing all the matches on the main stage.
Wow.
So gotta get as much out of it as I can, even though I'm exhausted and I want to sleep already.
Game sounds are still on the louder side of fine.
Okay, I can actually adjust that too. That should be hopefully a little bit better.
Yeah, I don't know. One person said game sounds, one person said music, and then.
Yeah, but I trust Bobble. Bobble's like, he's got a good ear.
Okay, all right.
Awkward fight in the middle of the map. Not so great initially for Probe. If he actually commits to that, I think the 2 depths would win this out, no problem. Speaking of Probe, he's got his Probe.
Yep, and they're getting back in there to scout. Stargates expands to the. I mean, isn't that the 3rd gateway now of Probe, or was that the 4th gateway? Yeah, he's 4-gating, so. It's like, oh, that's we should have tech or a nexus at this point, which Harstem gets to see the lack of a nexus, and he's got to go through everything, which is like, okay, did he get a Stargate faster and is like holding up units in his main base, or is he doing something aggressive? And I feel like Harstem would know that it's more likely that he's being aggressive. Unfortunately for Harstem, he still doesn't. Okay, well, he fixed his gases just now, but I don't see a shield battery at the front, so he does have to cancel his nexus. But at this point, like, it is about holding, and he's gonna have a shield battery at least protecting his natural or his main ramp.
Unfortunately, this is still going to be a hell of a fight to take. Force will buy time, and maybe this is where Probe says rather than push to the issue, he'd try to expand, but he actually can't. He's fully walled off, and there's 2 depths in his natural base. So Probe will soft contain, but he won't necessarily get ahead off this. Not the conventional sense, at least.
Yeah, it's. I mean, Harstem has Phoenixes are really hard to deal with. I think. Like at first they might not seem that much, especially when there's like 1, right? They actually can't do very much. But then 2, and then suddenly they go up to maybe even 4 or 5, and you don't have blink. You don't even have that many units. You don't have that much of a production because you're still on 1 base for a long time. And suddenly these Phoenix really start to pay for themselves. So they're not like the almighty tech like Immortals are, which Harstem is also getting, so that's pretty good. They are really they're tech,
side note.
and they're really good to have. Whereas Probe is limited on regular gateway units that is only going to be going up to blink by the time Harstem has 2 Immortals and 5 Phoenix and whatever else he warps in. So. I don't know. I still feel like it's better for Harstem, but we'll see what Probe can do with map control for for sure. Oh, that was almost nice.
You really wanted to get that, but that drop was so quick. 4 Phoenix shots did no damage to a sentry. That is not something you see every day.
Yeah, that was. I was like, I thought they shot. You can see like he really wants to go down the ramp until blink is done. This Immortal will take care of that, and then 2 Immortals will certainly take care of it even with blink. So, but Probe's gonna play it safe and just back off, which Harstem's looking up to scout.
I should be able to grab the sentry this time if we really want it, but I don't know that that's a priority kill anymore now that there's not a ramp here. Also, I'm not sure what that was, other than a little awkward. Gets the Probe, gets the pylon, another pylon to the south. I think he knows about this one, right? No, he didn't see it.
Oh, that's annoying, because warping into depths at this point. So Probe's lost map control and probably just has lost it unless he can deal with this push that Harstem seems to be doing. But a great way to get something done would be to warp into depths behind the scenes, maybe when Harstem's not paying attention. Harstem is pulling back, and that probably means he's paying attention, but this could have bought some crucial seconds for Probe.
Yeah, but I mean, no matter how we paint this picture, right? He's
whoops.
down 8 workers. Well, maybe not for long.
They shouldn't get 8. Although Harstem's not bothering to pull. Probe's trying to have target fire. No WCS game heart? Gosh, these pros, I swear.
I know, I've actually been so frustrated because the lobby bugs prevented me from making lobbies. So, like 1 in 3 games, I convinced them to do the game heart thing. But, oh, as good as Immortals are, this is a lot of freaking stalkers. Good micro on them, too. Blinking back, I love this control to Probe.
But still pretty good control from Harstem, too. He bothered going back to that shield battery for that 1 Immortal, so it's still alive. Phoenix come forward and just take 4 stalkers out of the equation, and they're not being targeted that fast, so that was a lot of crowd control, and that Immortal is still alive. So Probe, I mean, that looked like a decent shot, and his micro was almost perfect, but Harstem still had just the better tech.
You know, if Harstem had like 2 more stalkers than that army, by the way, I think he would have absolutely dominated it. Full cleanup, but ooh,
that
gets
really
the Immortal.
sucks. Yeah, I mean, he'll get it, but that really sucks that the barrier had popped back up. Without that barrier, and I swear that it was pretty close to not having it, he would have sniped it, but might not have been mattered anyways. GG, Harstem wins.
Well, that's a pretty nice series for Harstem and a pretty quick one for us to come back to.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on one sec. What Boris want? Food stuff. I just got back. Yo, I got a ham sandwich from the little food alley there.
Okay.
But not advised. It has nothing on it.
Oh.
So it's like rye bread, lettuce, and ham. And no mayo, no mustard, nothing.
That sucks.
This is the driest sandwich I've ever eaten.
I'm trying to save all my calories for dinner and drinking.
I was going to say, for you, it's probably drinking more than dinner.
Yep.
I heard you've already been up to no good via Twitter.
Yeah, and my mom had a lot to say in the morning, so it was funny. But like,
I did on a little bit of shit posting too.
Yeah, I saw. But I've recovered maybe officially from 2 years ago, where now I feel like I'm back to that. You know, like 3 years ago, before the incident. The incident. I had a pretty high alcohol tolerance.
It's like the incidents.
Yeah, it was multiple, but I was like the person that was like, you know, I'll do shot to shot with people and I'll punch above my weight class, and like I wouldn't have like a severe hangover, I wouldn't throw up or anything. But then the incident happened, and it was just like 1 drink, and I was like, I don't feel so good, guys. Like I already just do not feel very good. So this is the real test. Now I told
Avengers
this.
Spoilers.
This is So this is something that I told Fear Dragon. And Fear Dragon's like, you know what this reminds me of? When players are like, you know, playing really well on ladder, and they come to an event, and they're like, you know, I've been playing really well on ladder. Like I think I'm actually going to do very well. And they get to a tournament and just bomb out. It's like, I'm going to be like, you know, guys, I'm really feeling all right. Like,
That's
just
like
give me like
alcohol,
6 tequila shots, and then it's going to be like dead the next day.
Well, I was looking at our bracket, by the way. If we stick with this group, it's TLO versus Harstem. You want to stick around for that, or? I don't want to hold you down. If you want to go do interviews and stuff, by the way, like feel free.
I'm like at that. I'm at that phase of life where I'm like, I could go and get the battery and come back and do some interviews, and it'd probably still be worth it. Or I can just scrap today and try again tomorrow.
Call it a day. It is what it is.
I mean, it's, I'm running on one interview a day, so it's that's pretty positive there.
Who have you, I guess I don't know if you want to spoil it, but who have you interviewed so far?
Wordy and Fear Dragon. Actually, I already posted part 1 of Fear
really
Dragons.
stepping outside of your comfort zone there, Zombie Girl.
I know, right? Yeah. They've been good.
Rifkin, do you know why MC and MMA are there? They're not competing? Yes, there's a documentary from 2013 called The Road to BlizzCon. They're here to promote it.
Yep.
Which they shamelessly did on Base Trade TV.
I mean,
they're like, hey, everybody who's watching online that's not here at Austin, it's going to be available tomorrow only in Austin.
So I really don't know anything about this vid, movie, documentary, whatever. But what it seems like is that they did the correct thing and didn't talk about the fact that they were making it and then promise a lot.
And then disappoint.
Because
what was that other one?
But instead, what happened is that they released this thing and it might be very good, but all of the content is so old. You're like.
Well, that's what I thought was really interesting because you got this was MMA not now, but MMA pre-military.
I mean, in Europe, WCS Europe back in the day, that's.
Jeez, that's how far back it goes. Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't even think
that's
about
how
that.
old it is. So it's just okay, on one hand, yeah, you didn't promise and then not deliver or take forever to deliver, but then it's. I don't know.
I think the interesting thing about a documentary, though, if you do it right, it should stand the test of time, right? So yes, it's awkward that it's 4 or 5 years ago, not now. But if it's done right, I think it should still be fun to watch,
Yeah, I do wonder how they're going to present it. Because from the trailer, it really seemed like something that you would watch during the time period. There wasn't any we have interviews at MMA right now reflecting on his past. It's just things that happened at that time. So it's yeah, I'm very curious as to what it's going to look like because I know nothing about the production of it.
1,000 bits for 47. It says, please split this Bane with Zombie Grove.
Thank you.
Just rip it right in half and both die.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
Let's split this up. Oh, Bane busts all over us.
Oops.
Oh. What's that, guys? This might change your mind on whether you want to stick around or not.
I know. It was
so I guess we've hit that point of the tournament where they are actually controlling when matches start. So, for example, nobody can start before everybody's ready to go type thing. So TLO and Harstem are coming up next, and we should be able to cast it. It's just a matter of when. And
yeah.
If it's any more than 5 minutes, man, I'm not gonna try and hold you to it or nothing.
Well, it's such a dumb thing because it would literally take me 16 minutes in total to go to my hotel and come back.
Oh God, that's so not fun. By the way, I don't know if you got to see it. Did you see what happened with Shroud and Doctor on the PUBG stage?
No, I had left while they were being interviewed for it.
Oh, well, here, I'll show the stream real quick. So we're right next to, so here's the WCS stage, right? And it's pretty dope. Yeah. Then we got the PUBG stage right there, which is also pretty cool. But outside those booths, there was 2 bodyguards, only outside of Dr. Disrespect and Shroud's booths. I guess they're worried about people rushing the stage or something, or fuck.
It's probably exactly it. I don't know much more about them to say anything more. But
this light flare is killing me. I feel like I'm just awkwardly having to lean this kind of curvature of Luckily, I'm tall enough to make it work.
Why don't you just get a piece of cardboard and just tape it to the back of your hat? So
I feel that would be very
it's a very bad
feel
halo.
very annoying.
Okay, then get a piece of cardboard and a block and tape it to the back of your chair.
Oh, hey, Stajo.
Think of everything.
When does round 2 start? We're asking because that's the match we're waiting on. Right, but when does TL Harstem start? Oh, on the main stage. Oh, the main stage is active now?
Yeah.
Hey, Stajo. Stajo, do you know when you'll know? Do you know how long? Because if it's too long, she's going to go back to her hotel. That's what we're trying to figure out.
So
sounds like Wardy came back just in time for you to go back to your hotel.
True.
I promise I'm not trying to get rid of you.
Yeah, okay. I mean, okay, now I'm a little suspicious.
Yeah,
you mentioned it.
The lady doth protest too much.
Yeah,
Are you going to come back
exactly.
later? Do you want to cast later, though?
Yeah, I think unless the interviews go really well
This late
and take
flare
really
thing.
long, I'll probably come back. Okay.
Cool.
Bye,
All right.
guys. I'll see ya.
Hey, Wardy, you're up. Get in here, slave. Wow. It's your fault she's leaving. Wow. Why are you trying to drive a wedge between us, Tejo? Fuck you. Before you had this fucking beard, you were such a nice guy. All right. So here's the deal, guys. I just very cordially spoke with the DreamHack admin. And right now there's a match on stage with Snoot versus somebody. Basically, if this match with Snoot is quick, then it's not a problem. No, is it? Wait, is it if it's quick, it's fine? Stejo? Is it that if this goes long, we can start? Or if that's quick, we can start? All right, cool. Okay.
Cool.
So, yeah, the way it'll work then is if the match that's currently going on the StarCraft stream is going long, we'll be free to cast Tealo versus Harstem. But if the match that's on the main stream ends in the next, 5 minutes, we'll have to find another match. So
Cool.
you came back just in time for a little bit of downtime.
What we're going to play?
Nothing, because I would love to coach you in some StarCraft 2, but I don't believe there's time for that. Although I will say, I can't wait to watch the VOD